Good morning. We're here at the Mount Galbraith trailhead, located inside the Mount Galbraith Park. And this is a Jefferson County open space, which means it's a no drone zone. And today we're going to go for Mount Galbraith. This should be a pretty easy hike. I think we're looking at just over 4 miles total, with right around a 1,000 foot elevation gain. Official start time, 7:20. And we're starting off here on the Cedar Gulch Trail. We're on the Cedar Gulch Trail, and it is pretty darn cold this morning here on January 1st, 2025. Happy New Year. And it's also windy, making it even colder. And this is what I was hoping for. I want to go up on this east side of the mountain over here, so hopefully we can escape the wind, because it is chilly out here this morning on this beautiful New Year's Day. And that is looking back at the road that we came in on. I think that's like Golden Gate Road or something. And this is looking back at the road some more and back at where we've come from. And this is one of the problems with the trail right now, which really isn't that big of a deal, but it is icy in spots. There were signs at the trailhead warning that it was slick up here and that you might want to bring your spikes, which we did. We're picking up quite a bit of ice through here. We're not moving as fast as we could because we're having to be careful here. Taking little steps. Walking like a penguin. You're like, what does that mean? You always say that, walk like a penguin. It means to lean forward like a penguin. And after all the food that I've eaten these holidays, I feel like a penguin. Just burp, fat. Had to stop for a quick equipment adjustment, which involved busting out the heated gloves because my hands are numb. It is chilly out here. And this is looking up at the next part. So far this hike has been pretty mild, other than the few little spots of ice. We've just come around the corner and this is looking a lot better through here. I think the summit's going to be up there to the right somewhere. Picking up some more ice back here in the shadows. I'm walking 1 foot on the dirt, 1 foot on the ice, praying that I don't have some kind of a groin popper. Whoa! Groin pop averted. And let there be light. Oh yeah, finally. Instant warmth. Coming up this icy part isn't too bad, but it's going to be hazardous coming down. Might have to throw the spikes on. We've been leisurely hiking for about 53 minutes, and we've made it up to the Mount Galbraith loop. I think we're going to stay to the right. We had read to do the loop clockwise. However, we just ran into a few other people right up there at the trail split, and they're all going clockwise. So we're going this way. Hopefully, this isn't a huge mistake. I really don't see how it could be, though. This is all pretty mild up here. And this is looking to the south. We've got a few things that I can point out. I believe that's going to be South Table Mountain. And then right here in the foreground, there's actually a trail that goes up to that high point. Awesome. And then down there in between is the Coors plant. That's where all the beer comes from. I'm liking this way over here. This is nice. Getting some good views. We're missing all that ice. Yeah, that other route looked super icy. Maybe that's why they say to go up that way and not come down that way. Either way, we might have to do that later. Hey, look at this sheet. This is some bullshit. Bullshit ice. Penguin mode activated. We're getting up there. We've been hiking over an hour so far. So this is taking a little longer than I thought. We've still got 300 vertical feet left. It's like all crammed in at the very end. And this trail is a little rocky in spots. And it's real rocky here towards the end. Oh yeah, look at this right here. Little extreme class 2 hiking. That's the way I like it. This is getting pretty awesome up here towards the top. The intensity is picking up here towards the summit. Please stay on the trail. Don't worry, I will. And that's going to be the summit right up there. Oh yeah, we're getting so close we can taste it. What's it taste like? Cheesy smiles. We're winding around the summit. We've still got maybe 125 vertical feet left, something like that. This neighboring high point is right there. However, they've got signs posted and they don't want you going off the trail. And I think that's also private property over there. Looks like I can see a no trespassing sign down there on a tree. Yep, I see 2 of them. So that's a no-go over there. Don't even think about it. We're coming around the south side of the summit, and right around here somewhere should be another trail split. There's like a loop within the loop, and we're gonna stay to the left. All right, we made it up here to the final trail split just before the summit. Let's go check it out. And this summit is a lingerer. Lingerer, man. Thing lingers. Like, we still got a 1/10 of a mile left out to the summit. If there's one thing I hate, it's lingering. And we're just about up there. Mount Galbraith summit, dead ahead. And I just checked the GPS, and it shows we have hiked 2.4 miles, and we've been hiking for 1 hour and 35 minutes. But this is it. Summit, Mount Galbraith. And there's no one up here. That's amazing. Because I've driven by the trailhead a few times in the past, and it's always overflowing with cars. She's taking it to the very tip top. All right, summit. High five that. Boom. Beautiful views from the summit. This is looking more to the west, and I believe those are the mountains in the Golden Gate Canyon State Park. And then this is looking more towards the east, and that big flat one out there is North Table Mountain. And then I believe that's the city of Golden, Colorado. And that's a good look down onto the Table Mountains. It's going to be South Table Mountain on the right, North Table Mountain on the left. And we're going to hike those one of these days. Oh yes, we will. Well, it's tea time up here on the summit of Mount Galbraith. However, the canister is running out of gas. This is going to be the last hurrah. But you know what? It made it all the way to 2025. And this is looking to the north, and we can see Horsetooth Rock and Milner Mountain sticking up. And that's up there in our neck of the woods. It's about 9:45, and we've been sitting up here on the summit of Mount Galbraith for about 50 minutes or so. But it's time to go. It's time to head on back. And I can't believe it, but we've had this summit to ourselves the entire time. Not one other person has shown up here. That's crazy. My mom is spiking up and getting her poles out because she's actually getting ready for this descent down the ice. Where I, on the other hand, I'm just gonna wing it and hope I don't fall, because I'm too lazy to get all that stuff out. Plus, I didn't even bring my poles anyway. All right, let's do it. Let's take it on back. And we're gonna stay to the left, right here on the mini loop. Yeah, I had said earlier that we were probably gonna hike those Table Mountains one of these days, but honestly, they don't really look that exciting. So maybe not. And I'm thinking that this east side of the loop is gonna be shorter and a lot steeper. I don't know, that's just my guess. I guess we're gonna have to hike it to find out. Yeah, this is a really nice summit area up here. Beautiful. We're dropping in on the other side of the mini loop up here, I think. Oh, no, we're not. Never mind. These people are serious about not having you trespass over here and crush the restoration area. Dropping in on the other side of the mini loop up here. We're going to stay to the left though and take it on down to the trailhead. And check out those grooves over there. If I had to pick one word to describe it, I'd say groovy. Those highways down there are looking barren. Not many people out today on this New Year's Day, January 1st, 2025. Not many people out at all. That's looking back up more in the direction of the summit. And this is epic up here. I'm loving the views that we're getting on the way down. You can also hike this mountain from starting down in the neighborhood, and that is going to be the trail leading up right there. And then out in the distance is the trail that we came up on. So we're dropping in on the junction down here, and I think we're going to run into a bunch of ice. And here's where it would have been wise to put the spikes on. I'm just gonna keep rolling it in case I fall down. Oh gosh. Whoa, man. I about popped a vertebrae out trying to brace myself on that one. Oh. And that right there has by far been the worst section. But then right here behind me is where we had originally split off and begun the loop. I cannot believe that we had that summit all to ourselves the entire time, because we're seeing tons of people hiking up this trail now. I'm gonna say we've seen at least 30 plus people. And we're back. Mount Galbraith trailhead. It's just now 10:50, so that took us an hour and 5 minutes to come down. Took us an hour and 35 to get up there this morning. All right, Mount Galbraith. Boom, got it. Well, we can't linger too long because we've got people waiting for the spot. But we hope you enjoyed that hike, and until the next one, y'all, peace.